What's good, man? It's OG Drip, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize energy on a day-to-day basis, man. And today, we're going to be talking about how to utilize the energy if you was born with the sun in Sag. So if you was born with the sun in Sagittarius, pay close attention. Your birthday probably from like November the 23rd to December the 22nd, depending on the year. But to get into it, man, let's go ahead and think about it. For when we dealing with the sun in Sag, you got to think, what is Sag? Sag is mutable fire. So out the gate, we know that it's willing to change, and we know out the gate when it's dealing with the element of fire, it's talking about ideas, inspirational passion, and things like this. So we also know that Sag is the ruler of the ninth house, right? So the ninth house deals with philosophy. Some would say religion, but we're gonna get into the reason why it's like that. And you know, dealing with like talking about further is like philosophy and travel. You know what I'm saying? So getting away from things and sometimes talking to different people. So when we dealing with the sun being there, this is where it get bright at. You feel me? So when we see these type of people, or you is this type of person, you know, people see you as a very curious person, or you know what I'm saying, you are a very curious person. You like to you're very traumatic. You also like to be how I'm gonna say, you got to break barrier limit. You know what I'm saying? Like go past everything. Like let's get this going. Wherever you try to direct your mind or your spirit at, you getting it going. You feel me? So when it comes down to you interacting with others, you know what I'm saying, you always the type of person that a person could call on when they feeling down, you know what I mean? And they like, yo, I need something to do, man. I've been feeling trapped in the house, or I've been feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like I just need to get out and party. Oh man, you talking about the sun and Sag, this is one of your special abilities, you know what I'm saying, to be able to show people how to be free within the spirit. See, a lot of people might describe it as in just being free, as in just saying like being able to travel places, but it's more deeper than that, because when you're dealing with fire, it also is talking about spirit. So spiritually, y'all like to be, you know what I'm saying, free of things. And later on, that'll be also what I'll be talking about with one of the negative traits. But at the same time, right now, we're getting through the positive. So when you look at it, you also one of the ones that know how to bring some spark to a relationship also. So when you guys be in love with someone, y'all will be the main ones trying to find different ways to, you know what I'm saying, express the love, and at the same time show that you still passionate about what you're trying to do. So that is where that mutable come in at. You feel what I'm saying? So at the same time, you'll also be able to develop ways of looking at other people. So this is where the philosophy come in, right? Where you're able to look at other people's ideas and able to take from that and build onto what you got going, and to be able to help yourself cycle throughout life. So this is where they get strong. For the most part, we all need someone like that, especially when it comes down to lifting us up to the spirits. Because sometimes, bro, you know what I'm saying, you don't be necessarily emotionally down, you just be spiritually down, like you need something. It's almost like you need a shot of alcohol when they come around, you feel me? So when we talk about Sag, they also, when people say like religious, right? The thing is, when you got the sun in Sag, you speak highly of what you believe in, loudly for what you believe in. So the thing is, sometimes it could be preachy, especially like if you got a religion and you got people, all of them, you know what I'm saying, this the way that they learned about the world, and you done been around more people, or you just been experienced with people, especially being a pastor or something like that. You around a different church of people, hearing different people testimonies and stuff. So for you, it'd be like, you know what I'm saying, very like, oh no, this is something I gotta do, and I ain't stopping until I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of them things when we say that you'll go past the limit. But at the same time, y'all gotta be careful, because remember, this is where now we finna start talking about the downsides of it while we still on this situation. Because say for instance, if the people you was around was giving you the wrong ideas and the wrong things to even dig onto, and now you done took this and now you driving it to past limits. You don't, and then the thing about it, you guys got to realize that y'all could be very like rude to an extent, right? Like not really caring about like how a person feels necessarily, just wanting to get it out because spiritually, quote unquote, you felt like this was something you needed to say. You felt like this was a hot idea. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that sometimes, especially when it comes down to you guys wanting to be free at the mind, because a lot of times Sagittarius get too free at the mind where they're not able to want to be responsible for things. And so even if you just dealing with a Sagittarius and you want them to be around you because you like the way that they, you know what I'm saying, to keep you hyped and keep you lit, you know what I'm saying, literally lit, you will be the type of person, you know what I'm saying, don't try Don't try to tie them down to nothing, right? So let me give you a good example of what I mean by that. And I don't mean it like in a messed up physical manner. What I'm saying is in a spiritual manner. Like, don't expect them to bring something to the party every year, or you put them, like, you tell them, right? Be like, yo, and you Sag, y'all know what I'm talking about. If somebody come up to you and be like, yo, I need you to start bringing the sodas and the you know what I'm saying? I need you to start bringing the sodas, the cooler, and the ice, or something like that every time we have one of these parties. Oh man, y'all already know it, Sags. Y'all niggas gone. Y'all niggas gone. Can't stop, won't stop, and y'all niggas ain't gonna stop. Y'all, man, y'all gone. So for the most part, y'all gotta realize that sometimes you gotta just try to put it in a different sense of it not being like a responsibility. It's just like something just somebody wants you to do, and you just tagging along to help them in that sense. You know what I mean? So for you, it'd be like you just have to travel, find different, you know, when you go to these stores or different places, instead of making it feel so much of a responsibility, make it feel like a choice of freedom. Like, yo, damn, I got a chance to do this. You know what I'm saying? For my family and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, having a higher mind to it, which is where Jupiter is your native planet and, you know, backing you up and stuff. When you think of Jupiter, you think of luck and stuff like that too. So being a Sag now, one thing I did leave out, y'all niggas is lucky. Cause y'all can sit there and y'all can gamble and stuff like that, and y'all can just win, bro. Everybody else be like, ah, they just keep winning. You know what I'm saying? But this is something you have, and that's due to the planet of Jupiter. You know what I mean? Also, when it comes down to lessons and stuff like that, it be for more like self lessons for why y'all do stuff. Like I done seen a Sagittarius, right, that just lie just to do it, just to see how far the lie go, just to see like what, like I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's like a different level of lessons, but it's like something they do for like somewhat like trying to like educate themselves intellectually. You know what I'm saying? Like on a mental note. So it be all different type of ways that, you know, Sags, as y'all Sags move and stuff like that. But one thing we say, y'all always moving, like I was saying earlier. But when it come down to change, you got to be willing that, you know, you got to take change. But I can understand if people, like I said, if y'all want to keep someone around, just try not to put too much responsibilities physically on that Sag when y'all know they got to keep it moving. But anyways, man, digging more into it. Also, too, I wanted to talk about this. When you dig into your charter, bro, and you starting to understand more of it, don't let it be an excuse, right? It's more of like a energy that comes within you, right? And it's like more of using it instead of being beat up by it. So that's the reason why I like to break these things down of where the energy is coming from and this and that there. So that doesn't mean if your sun is Sag in the 4th house, oh, it's completely different from you. No. See, this is where it natively get its power from. So no matter where it goes at, this is what comes with it. So I know some people like to break it down too and have both of the signs, the masculine sign and the feminine sign that controls the sign. But that ain't what I'm talking about either. We talking about where it natively will most of its power from. So if you ever look, some of these signs share planets, right? And they have a certain percentage of it. So also wanted to throw that in there too for people that might be getting lost. And you got to still remember, there's just one side of your sign. So you can still learn other breakdowns and other ways to align yourself to use your other minds, aka your other chakras, to be able to help you will out of that situation. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's a big will, and it's the will of life. Man, and I'm out, man. OG Drill.